really do appreciate. I know you're very busy, but please, I would love to have you again on my show. I know you're busy, but I really do appreciate. Thank you so much. So the next person we are going to have is Nkole Bwalya. So
Hi.
hi Nkole Bwalya. Thank you so much for having you here. We really do appreciate. You guys are busy there. So before I say anything, so Nkole, would you mind introducing yourself?
My name is Nkole Bwalya, and the previous speaker, Mr. Mwanga, is actually my twin brother.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm basically a radiographer. I work in the health sector, and in the health sector, we are called technologists. So basically, we are using science to, I think, let me pick a word that Bunny used. We solve problems. So basically, if you fall down and you hurt yourself and your leg is broken, our job is to tell you where it's broken. And if we can tell the doctor where it's broken, then the doctor can treat you. So basically, we are using science to solve some of the world's problems. I mean, that's just great.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
so in a
the
nutshell,
fact of solving problems. I really do love it. Go ahead.
Yes. So in a nutshell, that's who I am, a radiographer. I solve people's problems. So we use science. We use what we call radiation. So we use radiation to help us study the anatomy or the human body, not just the human body, use radiation to study animals and everything. So we use radiation to find answers to what problems are going on in a human's body. And then we also use the same radiation actually to treat some of these conditions, and is in therapeutic radiography. We burn out these cells that are just growing to greater length, and we just burn them with radiation so that we can treat some of the problems. So it's quite a lot, but in a nutshell, that's what it is. Yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting. And most people think of STEM in, they may not really understand what STEM is, but STEM is so broad and such that in the next future, there is nothing that is not going to have STEM embedded in it. And that's why we need people to to just bury themselves into science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Why? In future there will be nothing, literally nothing, that's not going to involve science, technology, engineering, mathematics. No, thank you so much, Nkole. So my other question is, I know you're my brother, you're a twin one, but how did this radiograph STEM start? When did it spark? Is it when you were older, or how did you get an interest to be in STEM?
Crazy story, actually. uh, Science has always been part of my life, starting in junior secondary school, primary school, and secondary school. But I should say that as we finished our junior secondary school, science started making sense, because now you're talking about what water is, you're talking about how water, the elements of water, hydrogen, oxygen. You're wondering what is that, And then moving further, going into secondary school, they complement what we studied in junior secondary school. Then reaching college, it just made sense, because now we're talking about science in its totality and how we can use it to better people's lives. So I should say in the late secondary school.
Sorry, Nkole, sorry not to cut you short, but there's an interesting comment below. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
Can you just laugh with this comment? It's very interesting. Yeah. Actually, Victor, these are my brothers. I don't understand how they went into STEM, both of them, and maybe they will be able to explain that. Okay, go ahead, Nkole. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. So it made sense actually in college, as my brother and I actually studied radiography. We were in the same class, by the way, same class of 2005. So it made sense in college, because now we're understanding how we can use science to help doctors figure out the problems that a patient has. So it all made sense as we went into college. Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. So I also want you to say, what would you say to a young girl coming up? I know I always work with your daughter, Malaika. Malaika is very popular. My viewers know her a lot. You guys, if you
Yeah.
have not watched Malaika, please go on my videos and watch Malaika. She is amazing. So, Nkole, what would you say to viewers, little girls or mothers out there? What would you say? How would you encourage them to pursue science, technology, engineering, and mathematics?
What I can say is that science is around us. Science is what we are, who we are, and what we do. So there's nothing you can do without science. Basically, the food you're eating, they use science to grow it. The light that we are in right now is all science, and so you really can't escape science. Either way, if you want to become I don't know what form of education that doesn't have science, everything has got science in it. So
Yes.
one just has to have the self-determination, as my brother said, that you can do it. It's scary that you're going to do calculus at some point, physics and chemistry, but it only makes it easier for you to understand everything around you. And at the end of the day, the more you do it, the more you study it, you become good at it, you become what they're calling a technologist. You're using the word a technologist. A technologist is just somebody who's good at what he does. It doesn't really matter what they do, but they are good at what they do. At the end of the day, that is backed by science. Yes.
Wow. No, thank you so much, Nkole Bwalya. We really do appreciate, and thank you.